Find a tribe. Find a tribe. Hey girl, let's talk. Tell me why you're so stressed.
It's a state of not being sexually active or getting married. Can I get an amen as a sister church today?
Amen. You have a truth.
Every bad thing that has happened in your life, you need to get over it. And this is me telling you, if you don't remember nothing else, the cycle has to be broken. And not only that, just because mommy and daddy and Grammy and great Grammy and all these other people dealt with it, that doesn't mean that you have to tolerate it. It doesn't mean that you have to live and your children have to live in that cycle.
Hey girl, let's talk. Tell me
Don't lie to yourself and say that you are guarding your heart when the only thing you're doing is laying brick over brick and building a wall.
Cause I'm just like you. I feel what you're going through. There's so much inside of you.
You're listening to Glory 93.9 FM. It's 2 minutes gone by the 4 o'clock hour. It's officially girl talk time, and I am in the studio today with the ladies. I have with me
Cara T.
And you have to sing it. You have to. If you didn't sing it, I got you. It wouldn't be you if you didn't sing it.
No, Mom.
I got you. All right, go ahead, Raquel.
Welcome to another Girl Talk. Today we are getting into it. I mean, a very, I want to say, controversial topic.
Yes.
I want to say that.
Absolutely.
Did I settle? Did I compromise? Or was it desperation? Now, first things first. We love to talk about the breakup. We love to talk about the lessons. But we don't always talk about the decisions that came before the disaster.
The decisions that came before the disaster.
Because behind every choice was a moment of fear, a moment of need, a moment of silence, a prayer that we feel God refused to answer. There is this saying that I like, and it says, you see the decision I made, but you didn't see the choices I had.
I going with you. I going with you.
Right.
And I going with you.
So,
no, I ain't raising on nothing. I ain't raising on nothing. I just try to fix my camera, but I listen to you.
So more often than not, we choose the decisions we make is because we choose relief over anything else. We just wanted whatever we were feeling to subside.
Choose comfort,
Comfort and relief, because we just wanted whatever we were feeling to subside. So I like to set things up. So let's define some stuff. What does it mean to settle?
Okay, we doing okay. All right. Okay.
So settle is quiet self-betrayal. It's when your spirit says this isn't it.
First of all, you ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do that. We ain't even get into this show good enough yet. And you are not gonna do that.
It's your spirit says to you, this ain't it, but you could do it anyway. Settling happens when you saw the truth, but you convinced yourself to tolerate it anyway. Desperation, though, is a little more sneaky. It sometimes sounds like, I need this to work. In essence, it's when desire outruns discernment and we start to perform for love instead of receiving it.
What that is?
We start, that's
desperation.
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 Right. It's when desire outruns discernment. It's when we start to perform for love instead of receiving it. Now, my favorite was compromise, because I was having the most problems with compromise because I was
like
thinking.
You slap me, man. Like, I feel like you want ease me in.
I feel like we no, I just setting it up. I setting it up. I setting it up so you could get me.
I feel like we're moving a little too fast. Can we, if you don't mind,
Yes, we want to dial it back.
Madam Chair, can we, because you started with settling. I think what you said had a lot of meat. I think there's meat to be added. I don't want us to rush through them.
Okay, let's go.
So quick.
Let's take it slow.
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's go back to settle. It's quiet self-betrayal. Let's tabernacle there.
Quiet self-betrayal.
I think settling. Ooh, I have a lot to say about settling.
Let's do it.
Because where my crown, I done pinned it on that.
Ooh.
Right?
Right.
Settling can come when we don't have or understand the boundaries of compromise.
See, let me tell you what compromise is first, man.
No, I ain't going into no
Compromise
definition
is
for
a
compromise.
good one. I promise you.
Yeah, we ain't going into the definition yet.
Hold on, wait. Pump the brakes because you said it's quiet self-betrayal, right? You said I was gonna do this, you literally said that.
I know.
I take that and I raise you. That is faithlessness.
It could be that.
For me, I think before we get to who it's directed to or who is the source, I think at the root of it, it's a lack of faith. Whether I lack faith within myself, whether I lack faith within the other person, whether I lack faith in my reality or in my positioning, or you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's a lack of belief. It's a lack of confidence. It's a lack of being sure. It's
settling is when we believe that our choice now is better than God's future for us.
Right. I tell you, he was taking too long.
Right. And for the unbeliever,
he was taking too long.
For the unbeliever, I would say, not that I ever could, put my shoes in their reality, because I've never been an adult unbeliever. So I would assume it would be more so their inability to manipulate and make things happen.
Correct.
So they choose to just take whatever they could get. Right?
Now, remember I said, it's when you see truth and you decide, I'm going to ignore what I see, go in the next direction.
You are tuned into Girl Talk. If you would like to be a part of this conversation, the number to call is 827-2543. If you would like to be a part of this conversation anonymously, you can send a text to 817-2544. So the call number is 827-2543 and the text number is 817-2544. I have definitely found myself in a position before where I have moved according to doubt and fear, not according to faith.
Is it fear of loneliness, rejection, starting all over again?
You're just tired, man. Tired hoping.
It is easy.
Tired of wondering when it'll be my turn. Yeah.
It didn't require any effort. It was easy.
Settling?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, yes.
Now, give us an example of settling. Because I like a good.
Do you mean in a way, because you used the word silent, do you mean in a way where it was like sort of a silent surrender, so to speak?
Like whatever.
Well, yeah.
We ain't gonna talk about how I feel.
We ain't gonna talk about Bruno. We just you know what I mean?
Yeah, an example. An example.
You just said, you know what? I go in with it.
That I'm willing to share.
That part. That part.
An example that I'm willing to share. Okay. I told this story before. What I do? What happened? Dude. Oh yeah, I mean. Okay. Okay. An example that I'm willing to share is I had, oh gosh, how am I gonna say this? I've shared this story before, but I'm trying to figure out how I could share it now, because since then things have changed. Yeah, things have changed.
Mighty God.
And I'm so happy that things have changed. That's the beautiful thing about it. So I have to be careful what I say now, because I thank God for redemption.
Thank you, Lord.
Yeah, no, I'm truly grateful. So I've told a story before about the reality that I was in when I graduated from college, right?
Okay.
So when I graduated from college and I went through all those job interviews and I did not get
Oh,
um
I know.
the response that I wanted.
Mhm.
I've told the story before. I went on 23 job interviews, bought my ticket to come home on job interview number 21, and still went through with job interview number 22 and 23. And when I came home, I was convinced that I had not heard God anymore, because I had followed what I believe was this direction from God as to where my life was supposed to be headed. And I did it. I got the degree. I graduated. I mean, excellent grades. I had a 4.0 GPA. Like, I was like, I've done this thing.
Come on.
Mhm.
And I came home begrudgingly. Coming home was settling for me.
Where my mug
Coming
and
home,
bubbles to go.
yeah, like at that time, I have to be real. At that
Mhm.
time, coming home was
Felt like
settling for me.
failure.
It was a failure. Now, don't
Mhm.
get me wrong. I was not, and I am not that Bahamian who said, I ain't coming back home. I just want to make it clear.
Okay.
That's not the place that I was sitting in. What I wanted was experience in my field,
Ah,
right?
okay.
So I wanted 2 or 3 years under my belt
Just say,
of experience outside of my culture, outside of my community.
okay.
That's what I desired. And that's what I had asked God for.
That makes sense.
So for me, this, I want to make it very clear. I wasn't one of the people, oh, ain't nothing in Nassau for me. So no, I always wanted to come home and have impact on the country. That's the whole reason I went to do the degree, to bring it back home.
Makes sense.
But I wanted some more experience under my belt. My last year exposed me to a lot that I had never seen in this country. I was exposed to major ministry.
Okay.
I was exposed to ministry that looked very different, that wasn't
Yeah.
functioning out of a church.
Yeah.
I was exposed to ministry that was functioning out of actual missions, like mission organizations, where people had a corporate building downtown that they owned, and they were believers,
Mm.
and they were bringing people in, and they was giving them a bathroom to clean themselves off. They had a on staff hairstylist and barber to clean them up. They was having interviews with them right away, finding out what skills they had, what
That's
drugs they
good.
were addicted to, getting them into rehab programs. Like, I was exposed to these missions and these organizations and these ministries that were just functioning on another level. And I wanted to dive deeper.
Mhm.
I wanted to get more exposure, but I get brought home.
So what you're saying is settling doesn't only have to do with relationships.
It doesn't only have to
Come
do with
on.
relationships.
I love
Like,
that.
sometimes you could feel like you're settling for the position that God has placed you in, or that life has thrown you in. Sometimes you could feel like, I wanted more for me.
Mighty
I
God.
saw more for me. I feel like there's so much more on the inside of me, but it's like what is in front of you, and almost like the thing that you have to do
Yeah.
feels like it's less than. And we don't often talk about that.
No.
We talk about settling and compromise and being desperate when it comes to relationships, but I was desperate for a better opportunity. And
I
the
like that.
answer for my desperation was no. Come home. No. That's not what I have for you. No.
That always be tough though.
And that no, is what pushed me into that abusive relationship that I was in, where, things just, that no, because at this point in time, I was like, if it don't happen the way that I expected it to happen, then that means I didn't hear God. God has failed me. And I know I made the wrong move. And so now I need to figure out what I'm going to do with my life. And so I took a regular job, just working for Atlantis, and got connected with the wrong people, and just my life went downhill. Now I give God praise that the person who I was connected with at that time is now a man of God. I give God all the glory,
Look at God.
because I had nothing to do with that.
Right.
if the record were to reflect the person that I allowed him to encounter, the person that he met, he would not have want to have anything to do with Jesus
Oh, my
after dealing
God.
with me.
We don't talk about that.
But I feel like that's another show.
Mm.
That's another show.
Definitely.
That's another show. But like, so I give God praise because there are times when Cara, you've heard the story before.
Mhm.
And Raquel, you watched the show, so you've heard the story
I've heard
before.
the story.
And I give God praise that redemption is taking place, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw it as settling.
So what you're saying is settling also has a domino effect.
Babe, it could make you portray yourself as somebody that you are not.
It could actually make you, over time, it can make you somebody that you are not. Because a part of settling is, for me, it's giving up major pieces
Yes.
of who I am
Yes.
to
It's
fit a
forfeiting.
mold or I'm literally forfeiting who I am. Whereas I know we ain't there yet, but with compromise, it's sort of minor adjustments.
It's an adjustment.
That for a common good or goal, whether it's a person, an establishment, place of work or what's not. But with settling, it does so much damage. So much damage.
It's, boy, I tell you, it's like for me, I picture it like this. It's a fight. It's a fight. Because I have one in my life right now. I have a situation where I am being directed to, you might as well just do this because that's what's available to you. And I'm not joking. I wish I was talking about a situation that I've already overcome. In this particular reality for me, like I've had more than one person say to me, you might as well just do this.
Right.
Because that's available to you.
Wow.
That's available to you, and you will have this and you will have that. And don't get me wrong, the things that they are saying that I will have are things that I want. They are things that I need genuinely. But
you're gonna have to sacrifice who you are.
I am not necessarily who I am, but I will be denying something that I know is true about me. That's the best way I could do it without exposing all my business, without putting all my business in the street. I will be denying something about me that I know is true. And that, for example, let me give you another example. Let me paint a different scenario so you can help this picture. Say that somebody says to you, you're the perfect person. Somebody says to you, Cara, this pink dress would look fire on you. This pink dress, Cara, this pink dress, Cara, I could see you in it. Like, Cara, I need you to look past the color. Look at the style. Look at how the dress cut. Look at the tint. Look at how it falls. Look at the detail. Look at the sequence. This is you, but it's you. Sequence too. Pink sequence. This you, Cara. This is you with some tassels on the end. Cara, this you. This dress is you. But Cara, you can't stand pink.
With a passion.
You know that you will go to your grave with the notion, with the belief that pink is not your color. That's just not something you like to wear. But everybody is saying because it falls this way and it's cut like this and you have something similar to it in another color, man, this would be perfect for you.
Perfect.
But your reality is you sitting down there looking at you look at the dress and you be like, you know what? I like the cut of the dress. They're right. I like the place where they put the sequins. I like the place where they put the tassels. However,
truth is
the color of the dress,
pink.
The color of the dress is something that cannot be changed for it to look the same way it does.
Okay, I'm following.
You following me?
Yeah.
You could make an adjustment to the color. Yes, you can. You can. You could put something over it. You could put a dye over it if you want. You could try to lighten it. You could do foolishness and bleach it. But it's worth
it though.
I have a question.
Is it
I have a question. Is that is it that, or is it I'm unwilling to compromise? Because if there are 9 out of 10 things right with the dress, and here's the thing, the reason why we need to compromise is because there's that one thing that's just not me. If I liked everything, there would be no need to compromise, because this is what it is and everyone's happy. Have you ever had to, it's impossible to compromise if everything is 100% hunky-dory and good.
No.
The fact that you have to compromise means that there's this one thing that I can have to go against my own feelings for the greater good.
The compromise is only healthy when it's mutual.
It could, the only thing stopping it from being mutual is your yes.
And I hearing you, but what did it take off of you to wear this pink dress?
You
Okay.
understand? Getting past the root of why I hate pink in the first place.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Let me cut you off, because
That's good.
the fact that the dress is pink is not the only issue.
What else is an issue?
You see, I see what's happening here. But let's go. I'll let you have this.
Let me hear this.
Mhm.
How can I make this comparison with this dress? Let's see. Okay, let's say that this dress is not a purchase. This dress is a gift attached to a requirement. Okay.
Mhm.
One of the requirements attached to this dress is, let's say, for the sake of conversation, the store that is gifting you this dress would like you to promote them on social media. They would like you to say, hey,
Shout out.
to so and so and so. I got this dress from them. You should shop with them, blah, 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 blah.
Mhm.
Your standard is when it comes to clothing, and this is only an example, so if a part of it don't make sense, y'all just got to go with me. The standard is for you when it comes to clothing that if it comes free with, what's the word that I'm looking for? With attachments, not in the word.
Conditions?
Like
Baby,
conditions.
Compromise is healthy.
If it comes with conditions, you weren't taking it. You ain't into doing nothing would have conditions attached to it.
No, I wouldn't use the word conditions. I don't think conditions is bad. I think compromise is healthy until it costs you your conviction.
I'm trying to find a way to describe what I try to describe to you without telling you the full gamut.
We need the full gamut.
Y'all need the full gamut.
I think I can eat it, because
Yeah.
right now I'm
Okay.
moving.
Okay. I can't do that though. So I got to
You
new
have to pivot?
story.
You
New
have to
story.
pivot. Okay.
Okay.
Pivot.
No story. Hande beheshia mandoro bohoria baha. Okay. So when you let's go back to my initial example about the
Right.
job.
About the job.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
This job is supposed to come with some perks.
Right.
The perks of the job are life insurance,
That's important.
health insurance,
Mhm.
retirement,
Need that.
Little car. Yeah.
6 weeks vacation,
Oh, yes.
gas, this and that or whatever.
Yeah.
And you know that is what you desire
Mhm.
in the position.
Right.
Okay.
That's what you desire from the position.
Okay.
And you have seen other persons who have functioned in similar positions that have received those perks.
Okay.
However, the position being presented to you does not have those same perks attached to it. And on top of that, the company is not necessarily as appealing to you as other companies are who are offering the perks as well. However, the relationship that you have with the owner of the company is a great one. You know this person is going to look out for you. You know they have your back. You know that you'll be able to build your brand while building the brand of the company. They're going to allow you to establish who you are as an employee, separate and apart from the company. But the reality of the matter is the way that the company is portrayed publicly is not necessarily something that you could get with. And the perks that you know that should come along with attaching yourself to a company like this, you don't get.
Let me ask you a question.
I think y'all understand where I'm coming from now.
Vaguely, but let me ask you a question. This will help me more. Should you take... Should you... Yeah, this coffee right today. Cara box.
I drink it.
Or you want tea?
This is so good, yes.
Should you take the position, right? Will you be able to either maintain or protect your peace? Or will you feel as if you are violating your own purpose?
Now, are we talking
Peace is
settling?
not an issue.
Purpose then. Let's go to purpose.
Purpose is not an issue.
So what's the problem?
What's the problem? This sound like fail.
You're not gonna get life insurance. You're not gonna get health insurance. You're not gonna get dental and eye.
The position
You're
itself.
gonna get retirement.
Yeah, but
and
the position
you're-
itself,
The position itself
is it in
nothing
line with purpose?
in line with purpose.
So you're looking at
The benefits that are supposed to come with it, you don't get. The things
Why?
that are supposed to make the position easy
Why am I not getting it?
because they're not available.
to
They're not-
you.
They're not available at the state of the company. The company is not in a position to be
Okay.
able to offer those benefits.
So the question, so is your question, are we going to choose said position?
No, the question is, taking that position, is that
Mhm.
settling?
Absolutely. So
I disagree.
I'm not getting, why is it not settling?
No, you go on first. I can go second.
Um,
I might change my mind.
I think
Not
it's
me, you first.
I think it's settling because you're not getting any of what's the purpose of getting something, and I don't get any of the things that come with it, none of the benefits. I mean, she didn't say you get some of the benefits,
Mhm.
none of the benefits are available
None,
to you,
zero, zilch, nada.
which I don't understand. If I can't get no health and life insurance, how in the world that peaceful? Certain things put your mind at ease.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that is very much settling.
I mean, I'm sure there are people who listen in who have benefits upon benefits where they are and they don't have peace. And they don't feel as if they're within purpose.
I hear you. Right?
I play an advocate because,
And I got you.
okay,
Because settling can go both sides of the fence because I think it's what you value most. Are
exactly.
the benefits,
more important than
important.
the position. It's, ooh, yay.
because maybe you have more flexibility.
Is the position more important than the benefit, or are the benefits more important than the position?
So settling is a personal thing.
Yes, the reality. I don't care how much we try to lollipop around it. We all know when we are settling. We all know.
Do you think someone can tell you when you are settling?
Do I?
Or do you think that, do you think like somebody can say you're settling? Or do you think settling is something that is known within yourself? If you understand what I mean.
I think both. Number one, it depends on the person, like my mom.
Mhm.
If my mom say I settle in, even if I think I settle in, right?
Wow.
Yeah, I think both, but at our very core, we know. You know what? Because even at a spiritual level, you know when you are just sort of accepting what is because you tired of waiting on this thing God say he was going to do. Or you just tired of waiting,
Or you
period.
listening to people who say, man, you might as well just do
Might
this
as well.
because
That's another variable.
I think the
But I don't listen to people, so that ain't my portion.
Oh boy. I think settling though is based on the standard. Now, what is your standard and where you get your standard from makes the difference. Because is your standard biblical? Is it cultural?
The woman pull out the word standard.
she surely did.
It's what your standard is. Because if
ready.
you go below the standard, then you've settled. But if it meets the standard or above the standard, then you've not settled. So what's the standard? What's the measuring stick?
Mericha, because now this opens up this conversation for me.
Oh boy.
Right?
Because all of us, let me use you for example.
Mhm.
Mericha, I see you as a to-do person.
Mhm.
Well to do, put
Right, right,
together, you know.
Right.
I know you was pray. I know you was read the word of God. I know you know the word of God.
Mhm.
I know all of this. But at the very end of the day, I don't know this organ up here. I don't know what's going on in there. I only can judge based on what I see and what you portray. Because there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people who what's that word you said earlier? Is another word for acting or performing.
Okay.
Right?
Mhm.
So I can look at you and I could
Yeah,
see you
good
with
performance.
Bum Bagwell. Right? A real bum. And I could say, what Mericha dealing with?
But
What Mericha? But in Mericha's head,
mighty God,
this is my it.
he rubs feet. He folds the laundry same day.
I settle it.
Washes clothes.
This way.
He
And
wa-
shops.
And he does the shopping.
Yes.
Grocery.
So it depends too on your standard.
So bam, there you go. So whether you want to know whether or not you settled.
So then, are we allowing systems, people, environments, culture to set our standards?
Absolutely.
A lot of us are. There are
Church
some
have
intentional
set
people, but
many
generally
standards.
speaking,
Yeah.
and it's easy too. A lot of our only church is Instagram reels
Mm.
and Facebook reels, and everyone who come, isn't it funny how the no, nothing
Can
funny.
we
You talking
normalize?
foolishness. Can we normal? Can we?
Can
Would
we
you say-
not?
Can we
Can we
not?
not? Because why we normalizing dumbness?
Stop normalizing
Yeah, so-
garbage.
It's,
Okay. Chris Basden says something interesting. The benefit is more important than any position.
Well,
What y'all have to say? Chris made it. I think Chris is a he. Yeah.
that's a she.
That's a she. Sorry, Chris.
Yeah.
Chris made her statement. What y'all think? What do y'all think?
say
Do
that
you-
again. Say it slow.
What
The
y'all
benefit
think?
is more
The
important.
benefit is more important than the position. Let me
I
ask
see what
y'all.
she's saying. I see
I
what she's saying.
understand what she's
Yeah.
saying.
Can I ask you a question?
And I ain't gonna lie, I kind of with her and
You don't gotta
You
call
with
me
her? No, that's
manager.
fine.
No, don't call me manager. Give me them benefits. I would know.
I kind of with her.
I'm with none of y'all.
Tell me otherwise.
I'm with none of y'all
I
because
the position should come along with the things that it's supposed to come along with. And if I take it without those things, I'm settling.
or maybe you just impatient.
No, you can't get them things. Like,
I don't know. Some positions should come with some things. You can't tell me that I'm the receptionist. I got promoted to manager and the benefits ain't changed.
So let me ask you a question.
Remember-
Am I over spiritualizing
remember,
this?
this is an analogy to
Mhm.
a different situation.
Yeah,
so
I know.
Let me place a boundary here.
Uh-huh.
The benefits cannot happen
Or they ain't gonna never happen.
because the benefits would have required some work in the past.
Risha,
Why can't the benefits? No,
Okay.
So the benefits are not possible. You are literally saying when you take this position,
okay.
you are forfeiting the benefits that should normally come with a
Okay.
position like this. Does that make sense now?
Okay, and there is no way that
It's
those
not possible.
Okay, well, that's
Just
settling.
We are now.
Now I get it.
We are now in the future.
Now that's settling. That's that to make that decision. I don't want to use this word, but I have to use this word. It would just be dumb. That's jumping out of an airplane with no parachute.
I'm about to say, why on God's green earth would I?
Okay, not
Absolutely
from
not.
that from
Absolutely
that
not.
perspective.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not. No,
Yeah.
No.
No, we ain't doing that in this
we're
season.
not. We're not doing that.
Mm.
Because I know I used to work for a company who love to give everybody titles. Your title gave you no benefits.
People will kill you for a title. You stay right there.
Stephanie said,
How about you not call me a manager,
Stephanie said, I don't
but let me
want-
get overtime?
I don't want the position if I can't get the benefits. No, sirree. And I listen to me. I had to be very vague because I have to, But when I tell y'all, it is something that I'm currently wrestling with. Like, I ain't even joking. I'm wrestling with it because everybody is painting the picture of what would be if I were to choose this position. And my perspective is, yeah, no, but it's not coming with all of the perks and it's not coming with all the benefits that it should have. So I'm not choosing it.
I think that's a no-brainer.
And this is a full-time thing?
Yeah, permanent.
Oh, no, definitely not.
Permanent. Can't be undone. Once it's done, it can't undo.
Okay. No, I thought this
Yes, I know
was
for me.
I thought this was a situation where once you get, this is where I was coming from, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once you get, because there are certain things that you cannot do, there are certain things you cannot change, and there are certain changes you cannot make until you are in a position.
Yeah,
Mm.
And that's where I was coming from, why I
Okay.
said I think the position is better than going in for the benefits first. But now that you're saying it's a can and it won't happen, no,
that's a no.
ma'am.
Uh-uh.
No, ma'am.
No
That's
possibilities.
that's you knowing something.
But that's
off.
like that's
Oh my
really
gosh.
that's really a Conkiana situation because to
Strongest,
even
biggest.
come to me with that,
Strong.
me? Oh boy,
It's not potential you're buying into. Potential is a dream, Jodianne says. Is it?
Sold? I mean, dream
You
sold.
ever see that
When they say
that
parts sold
commercial?
separately.
that commercial with I can't remember what commercial it is, but Pinocchio, you got potential, and the more you say it, the nose grow longer. It is potential, but I mean, let's be real though. Let's be real. Many of us have settled for potential.
Listen to me. We bought potential a gift. We wrapped it up in a sweater.
We married potential.
Oh my God.
We
I get what they say now. I need you to be
married.
potential. I need your potential to have been activated.
And we could be potentiary.
I'm gonna need all your potential to be functioning.
Holy Ghost and fire. I wasn't ready for this today.
Wow.
So how do we how do we know the difference between when we have settled or compromised is the question. And I know we know what settling is. I know we know what it is because we've already established that. First of all, Raquel's definition of settling, just that was a gut punch for me. I can't even express to y'all how much of a gut punch that was for me. This idea that you are silently, what was it? You are silently,
Silent desperation.
you are silently desperate. You make a silent play. Anyway,
Because we like to say nobody's gonna know.
they're gonna know.
They're gonna know.
They're gonna know. How will they know?
They're gonna
gonna
know.
know.
They're gonna know.
They're gonna know.
And like the reality is we think it's silent, right? But it's not really silent, but it is silent at the same time, if you understand where I'm coming from. It's not silent in that those of us around you see it. It's very loud to us.
Yeah.
But to you who have settled, you have silenced your truth. You have shut down the voice that called you into your standard. That's where I see, that's the silencing that that's how I see silence in that context of how you describe it. It's not necessarily that your decision process wasn't a loud one, that it wasn't obvious to everyone. It's that you silenced your standard, that you shut down your truth. You
You literally said, no, my identity does not matter. I'm just going to make this decision. Did you settle? Did you settle? Or did you compromise?
And here's a tell.
Tell me.
I'm sitting here, I'm thinking of times in my life where I have compromised
Mm-hmm.
and times where I've settled.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Whenever I compromised, compromisation protected who I was.
Tell me more.
Explain.
Okay, let me use this scenario like Mericha did, right?
I
I
can't wait to tell y'all what this scenario is when we come off here. I ain't gonna lie. I can't wait. Because when I tell y'all what it
Cara,
is,
we could be like, what? Not the same.
Okay, so for me, okay, when I say compromising protects who I am, settling sacrifices who I am. That's the difference between my husband and I getting married. And at a point saying, okay, babe, you have a great opportunity. You go and you live there for a couple of years, or we'll move here for a couple of years. And when you get that thing up, then we'll come back to be near my parents. And I don't want to go back, I won't go back, but it's nothing where I end up questioning my convictions or anything like that. Compromising allows me, right, to hold fast to my convictions and my faith and who I am. Settling for me is, I know I'm not Christian run. So, yeah, I know you want to go work in the church and thing, but I can need you to stay here and raise my babies and da-da-da-da-da-da while I make money because da-da-da-da-da-da. And that's the only way we can make this work. And so me, with my individuality, my identity in Christ now, I end up, y'all understand where I'm coming from?
Gotcha.
I end up completely sacrificing purpose just to say I have this connection while losing my connection with self and God, if that makes sense.
That's what you would call desperation.
I could call that more than that, but yeah.
So the compromise needs to be mutually beneficial.
And not in opposition to your purpose and your standards.
Yeah, I don't know if I would call it desperation because I think that desperation is time sensitive.
Explain that.
Desperation is time sensitive because desperation for me is a woman who just meet a man and y'all barely dating and you trying to do too much to be with this man. You desperate. Okay?
That's what's doing too much though.
Okay. Desperation is I've been talking to you for 2 weeks and I missing church because you won't go to the club. That ain't even, I know that ain't even
on the program.
I know I supposed to preach, right? And I duck in church
study?
or lead Bible study, and I duck in church to now make you comfortable in what you comfortable in. And I make myself uncomfortable to make you comfortable. For me, that's desperation. For me, okay, now let's say a woman now is married to a man. Right? We ain't gonna talk about how you get married to him in the first place, but you married to a man. I think what makes it not desperation, help me Holy Ghost, is the fact that this is no longer a situation where nothing is lost if you walk away. And so now you settle as opposed to calling it desperation. That makes sense to y'all?
Drop the location again.
Okay, am I desperate for wanting to make my husband happy?
I don't think so.
Exactly. That's why I say desperation is time sensitive. You've been showing desperation from you meet someone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me help the scenario and the understanding. So let's say this. Let's put me on the
chopping block.
On the chopping block. 37. Guy, 27. Obsessed with me. Obsessed. Obsessed. Decent job.
Love the Lord.
Love the Lord.
Okay.
Making sense.
Okay.
Doing ministry.
Making dollars too.
Right.
What's the
Okay.
problem?
Living with his mother.
What's the problem?
Hold on.
Very controlling mother.
Well, the first problem is 27.
Why is 27 a problem? You hear all the things she say he got going, fam?
Don't mind me. I'm almost 10 years older than my husband.
Oh, because I was about to say. Because what's the problem? Oh, a controlling
27.
mother.
Controlling mother.
That's a baby boy.
That's a boy.
Ah, Jesus.
Only son.
Ooh.
You say controlling.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh.
Controlling mother.
Oh.
You, as my friends, you my girlfriends now, and I say, this the reality. And I say to you, I cannot be with the steward because I cannot deal
It's a 3-person relationship.
with the mother.
Mhm. There's 3 of y'all in there.
Y'all coming back at me saying, girl, don't be dumb. You 37. That's a good man. You could deal with the mother.
I would never tell you that. I would never.
I wouldn't wish that on
y'all who
nobody.
Take my word. I would never
I'm
tell
helping
my
you
friend.
though. I'm helping you though because this is time sensitive, right? This decision here is time sensitive. This is a place called desperation.
So then you
I
need
see,
to go back
I-
to your
yes.
standard.
You understand
Yes.
what I'm saying?
Yes, I got you.
So what do we do in this situation? What if you was in this situation, what would you do?
I go back to the standard, i.e. the foundation.
The only thing what's wrong with this dude is the mother. And the fact that he lived with his mommy means that you have to build with this person. At 37,
No.
you wasn't really looking at having to build from.
That's like
No.
At 37,
Here's why it can work.
somebody coming out his mommy house to build with you was not what you had in mind for a partner. You was trying to find somebody who was a little bit more settled. Maybe if they wasn't working towards a place, at
Mhm.
least have some kind of capital to get a place.
So
He
you
have
say
a
he has,
decent
he, has,
job.
he has none of that. He has no
All
capital.
he got is a job, a really good paying job.
Okay, so I just have one question that would settle the whole thing. Is he willing to stand up to his mother on your behalf?
never.
Never.
So then no.
Never.
Then no.
Never.
You never meet a mama's boy. Eh?
Mommy, you'll have to die
No,
first.
if not.
And I feel like mommy will talk from the grave.
Yeah, so
Let me
then
tell you
then
something.
no, because now that's so almost every decision that he makes is going to be based on what his mother said. That's
And
already a problem.
Not only that, but you would have to settle for someone that you will never be good enough for because you ain't mommy. You don't cook like mommy. You don't fold my clothes like mommy. This is the temperature
Plus, you
mommy is
done
on my
all-
back. That's how mommy is sweep the floor. That's how mommy is
Mommy's
season the meat. Sweetie, no.
Go be with your mother then.
Exactly.
Go and be with your mother. Since your mother is the only one
Ooh.
who could do it, right? You go be with her.
A mama's boy. Anyway, no offense. Hey, did we say that the views expressed on this show?
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Let's flash that across the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
The thoughts, views, and comments expressed on this show are not those of the management, staff, or sponsors of Glory 93.9 FM.
There you go.
Just had
Amen.
to put that out there. Yeah, so
But I get, it is desperation because of it being a time sensitive.
and I think a lot of times, because when you said that hit me. A lot of times we don't admit that time is a major contributing factor as to
Very
why
true.
we settle.
So the real question is,
Major, like so major.
after a certain age,
Not only that, but like this is the offer, and this is the offer now.
No, but I have another question though. He never moved out. Or did he like go to college, and he come back and he want to save money?
You trying to create a whole scenario here.
it's not going to work, ma'am. It's not going to work.
Let's get these comments because the comments are hilarious.
It's not going to work.
Hilarious. Jorel Cogley is laughing.
That's my
Vera
niece.
is sending the eyes, the frogs, and the tea. Jody said, "Is this the red flag show?"
Oh, God. So long there, man.
Jorel says, "So long to him and the mama." Cause what? Is he standing? Is he
See, that's my only question.
is he standing up to the mother? What man you know can stand up to
No,
the movie, man?
not a mama's boy. They ain't standing up to
Not
me.
mama's boys. Mama's boys don't stand up to that movie. Jorel say
Mm-mm.
you cannot raise a man.
Long as you know.
Vera says this is 37 and isn't living with mommy. Hold on. First of all, Vera, he's 27. I 37. He 27.
A decade.
So
Jesus.
and isn't living with mommy, because if I wasn't in another country, I would be living with my mom. It feel unfair not to give homeboy a chance. Now, as far from
See,
mommy
that's what I
child,
said. Vera, that's what I
a
said.
stronghold.
Yeah, here's my opinion.
I was
My
all-
opinion is, right? Let me use my age. 41.
Mhm.
A 30-year-old could give him a chance. My clock ticking. I can't do this for 2-3 years and realize mommy run the show and I done lose 2-3 years. That's what we saying.
Time
It's a matter of
sensitive.
desperation. It's time sensitive.
It
But
is.
there's nothing my God cannot do. Why else me worrying about this clock?
I do not want to be 70, go into primary school.
I mean, don't mind me.
Graduation.
I'm 45. I've just made up my mind. It's just not gonna happen. It's just some things just.
I feel like on the horizon for me is being somebody Grammy at my during graduation, and it's fine.
You'll be the best godmother you could be.
I will be
Girl,
a
you could be
fly Grammy.
Fabulous.
Be
I
the
will be
best
a fly
godmother.
Grammy mommy, and it's fine.
And you still be wearing sequins.
I will be wearing sequins. More than likely, I can be wearing tennis, but I can be wearing
But
sequins.
don't worry about that. God knows your, what they say. He knows
What you
your
call
desires.
the socks thing with
Yes.
the surgical.
Compression. Compression socks.
Play that.
Really easy. I love that for you, though. I could see that happening for you.
Yeah, boy.
The compression socks. Oh Jesus.
Mhm.
But no, I think my whole point with that scenario was about time sensitivity, because I think we're often in denial about that. We're often in denial about that, and
No, sorry.
I think that one of the things that as women we don't admit enough is you are allowing time to control your standards.
I'm having a hard time. My breath skipped just now when he's talking about that.
You'll be all right.
I hear laughing at you, and within 5 years, I could be a Grammy. But hey,
Nana Cara. Ooh.
Oh, Nana.
5 years. It's not gonna happen now, boo.
it could happen now.
Happen now.
You blink your eye.
But I'll knock him right down. Don't do that to me. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, so I think we have to the business, everything. We make decisions based on pressure, the pressure for time. And it's not a healthy way to function.
Especially if everyone in your circle is already someplace
Mm-hmm.
you want to be.
And that's something that's hard when like for me, because I only can speak for me. I can't speak for nobody
Cannot.
else. I cannot speak for anybody else. But when you look at the people around you, you'll be like, so you know what, Jesus, everything cool. Because you don't really say what you understand?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You understand where I'm coming from?
No, I got you. Okay, let me put it in perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up with the Lady Robinson, the Yasmins of the world. Those were my counterparts growing up. And they have always been the people who were very sure of where their life was going. I think I sent Yasmin a message a couple months back. She had won an award. And I reminded her of a time that she was always very certain that she wanted her life to go in a certain, to follow a certain pattern.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, to see you today, your life having followed that pattern, I always admired the fact that you knew exactly what you wanted. Took me a little while
to get
to the this is what I want. And so when you don't want to compare, but when you compare your life to other people's life and you go, we the same age, you're more accomplished, you're already here, you're already there. Sometimes you just got to take your eyes off other people.
Absolutely.
Because what was meant for their life,
absolutely,
your life probably could not handle.
So let's talk about compromising. Let's talk about that. What does healthy versus unhealthy compromise look like? And we will begin this conversation with your definition for compromise, Raquel.
Compromise. Good, healthy compromise is when it's mutual. It stops being healthy when you disappear or silence yourself to keep the peace.
This girl.
Woo!
It's just come.
Rock, bottle,
jugular,
conch shell.
Man. Say it one more time.
Compromise is healthy when it is mutual. It becomes unhealthy when you silence yourself to keep the peace. Or you disappear, or you shrink, or you let the other person think that what they think is your idea too. All that.
What you thinking, Mericha?
We're trying to paint the picture. Well, not paint the picture. We're trying to establish that compromise can be healthy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think my struggle, don't laugh, man. I think my struggle with this idea that my will has to be swallowed up is it hard.
But it doesn't have to be though. If we come to,
I can't find no other word. I just like,
why?
you know that child. No,
Y'all
I
gonna make me
don't
beat that
want
person.
to do it.
Y'all can make me beat that person.
Beat that
Beat that
person,
person.
please.
All right.
Beat that person. Come for me. Slap
You
me in my
cannot.
face.
You cannot, as a believer, go through life without a compromise. And what it is saying, hear me out. If it were possible, right?
Take this cup
Take
from
this
me.
cup from me. But nevertheless, your will in this moment
Everything cool, big Cara.
be done.
Why I know that's where
Because
you're
there is
going.
a greater,
Everything cool,
there's
Cara.
something greater to be accomplished.
Oh, this is why.
Everything.
Let's be real. Let's be
Yeah.
real about compromise.
Everything
Compromise
cool,
is
babe.
never healthy compromise is never about asking anyone to not be who they are.
You nobody tell you bring Jesus to this conversation.
I can bring him. Okay?
If she could have dropped this mic,
Compromise.
I swear, man.
if she could have dropped this mic,
Compromise, healthy
Man.
compromise is never about anyone asking you to be who you are outside of who God called you to be.
that is it. And that
The
is all.
reason why compromise seems difficult is it attacks your pride,
It's only 5 o'clock.
it attacks your ego, and it attacks your desire.
Everything cool.
Okay? So, if you are in any
Where's the sound
situation,
effect?
Everything cool.
if you are in any situation where
Everything
you are
cool,
trying
babe.
to establish person and purpose with you and another person, you and an establishment, whatever it is, you will have to put your pride aside, not your purpose, your pride aside, and say, for the greater good. Are you preaching or are you preaching?
I want to be a bad child right now. La 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 la.
Because because of all the things that we said, I was trying to think that compromise was also a bad thing, and it's not. No.
But we've painted the picture that it's wrong for your will to be swallowed up in someone else's.
But your
will is supposed to be swallowed up in God's will.
Oh, okay. Okay then.
And
nevertheless,
that's the part. That's the part we don't like. We don't like it, and I believe that. I believe that the concept of compromising can be unhealthy. Let me make sure we establish it.
Right.
So we're not saying that all compromise is healthy compromise, right? And there is a difference between unhealthy compromise and settling. And we will talk about that after this. But I wanted to kind of establish what this concept of healthy compromise is, because when we are holding on to ideals, holding on to desires, holding on to beliefs, belief systems, holding on to passions or whatever, and we cannot let it go. We refuse. We refuse to let it go. My grandma always used to say this to me. She said, if you hold anything too tight in your hand, expect God to rip that out your fingers. If God can't take it from your hand, expect it to be ripped out of your fingers.
That's painful.
Expect that.
It's very painful.
If you are holding on to an ideal, a belief system, a passion, a desire, whatever, a person, whoever, if you hold it on so tight, you don't keep your eye off the situation. You don't keep your eye off the person. Everything you have to know, everything about whatever happening all the time, and you got to watch it, and you got to be able to control it, and you got to be able to manipulate it, and no one else can have access to that thing.
My
Careful.
God.
You know what?
Careful. It may not be a graven image, but it looking very idolish.
I just going to say, compromise will expose what you have idolized.
What you placing in your life above God. Because if you cannot, according to Galatians chapter 5, be crucified with Christ, it's no longer you who live, but Christ who lives in you. Houston,
Problem.
we have
Big
a problem. We have a problem. And so I ain't gonna lie, Cara, I didn't hear what you had to say. I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't want to have to say it. I don't like. Listen, there's no better place.
I like it.
I could say this and just
say that.
I don't want no man who watching this go run with this. There's no better place for a woman than being who she wants to be, how she wants to be that, in whatever way she wants to be that. We talked about this last time.
We did.
We don't want to.
We can do it if we have to.
But we can do it. You understand what I'm saying?
So barefoot and pregnant me. Y'all know that's where I live. That's where I live. Barefoot and pregnant me. Okay. So
child.
Healthy, you hush. Healthy compromise. Healthy compromise.
Let's see if she grows.
Healthy compromise. Listen, I everybody can't agree on the show, so I had to be the childish temper tantrum. I had to. It's only appropriate. It fits my personality the best. It don't fit you, Raquel. I'm sorry. That ain't you. You are just a flat out no. You ain't gonna throw no tantrum. Me? Man, I have to. I'll go kicking and screaming. But is there a place? Is there a line? We like to say, don't cross the line. We like, because we always talking about this line, right? So is there a line? Can we establish a line? I know it's going to be hard to do it generally, so we may have to bring a specific situation, an analogy into this conversation. But is there a line where healthy compromise crosses over into unhealthy compromise? And what is that line?
When it moves from being a lucrative investment in your future to being a waste of time and energy. Y'all need me to explain that, eh? For me, compromise is a minor investment made now that
should have
over time I'll see where it actually helped.
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah. When you realize that there's more sacrifice without return
Mighty God.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that goes to the comment here that Jody made. She said, "Is there truly a loss for a healthy compromise? Like, do you actually lose?"
You shouldn't.
And she says, "When the goal of the compromise shifts without your agreement," is when she says,
Oh, see, I was about to say, I think the issue comes for me when we've agreed
That's
on the
good, Jody.
compromise.
It's really good.
We've agreed on the compromise and you renege on your yes or your no or whatever. Because now we said, hey, we're not spending this money. And you turn around and saw something that you absolutely needed. But that's not what we'd agreed on.
Or we agreed to spend the money on both of us and you spend it on yourself.
And there's something else that comes into
Selfish.
play. There's something else that comes into play, I believe, my opinion, when it becomes unhealthy compromise. When you notice a string of manipulative tactics. And also you realize that there's constant, I don't think compromise needs to be that constant.
You should be able to be yourself.
It ain't everything you should need me to compromise on, and you ain't doing it. And why it gotta always be me? That's unhealthy because now the scale
Unbalanced.
is imbalanced.
Is there a time though? Is there perhaps a season where one makes more compromise than the other?
I think it could
Yes,
happen.
but the difference is, what is the plan?
Like, what's the ultimate goal?
This is something we decided together.
Right,
this is
right.
mutual.
Right.
All right. And when I say mutual, I mean with respect to
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
you've got going on.
Yeah. So that should be
That
reciprocity.
should be reciprocity
Mhm.
rather than I just expect you to
Yeah.
Mm.
compromise from your
Because
end.
I's the man.
Because you need
I
no
wasn't
more
really-
coffee in there.
I wasn't really referring to that specific
I
situation,
mean, I just-
but
man.
since you brought it up,
But that's where we going.
okay,
You know,
fine,
sometimes that's
But
what
that
has
could be
happened.
within the workplace too.
absolutely.
How many times? How many times? Oh Lord! Oh, going back to this position thing, because position,
Taking this position without the benefits.
yeah, because position mean you could get all the work with hardly no more money.
That time your employees, that time
You
you
gotta-
sign off
you gotta
on.
go find your own.
Yeah,
That time
Health
she-
insurance, your own eye insurance, your own dental. You gotta find the money to pay for everything.
So,
God
Mericha,
forbid you need a checkup.
unhealthy compromise is
Mm.
exhausting.
Ooh.
Healthy compromise builds you up.
Mm. Mm.
Unhealthy compromise is also very selfish. It's self-seeking. Always, I want to feel better in this situation. I always have to come out on top. I'm not really concerned about how you feel and how it affects you.
Not necessarily. It could just be that what I want, what I want to happen and how I want this to go. It could be pride. I just feel like my way is the better way. And so I need
in
you to
your way,
bow
though,
to-
do you consider what your way does to
In
me?
my mind, I might be considering.
Mm,
Let's
mm.
say I'm in a. Let's
I
say
think unhealthy compromise is inconsiderate.
yeah, it is
Very
inconsiderate.
selfish.
But in the mind of the mind of the person,
Who doing right?
they might think I'm doing what's best for us, thinking that it's selfless. Y'all hear me out? Hear me out. See,
In what reality?
you got no, but you gotta try.
I trying to
think
step
like
out of
people.
myself. I trying to step out of myself and to
Okay.
step into that place because me and Raquel do the same pullback. In what reality? We have the same thought about him and I'm I. In what reality is this mutually beneficial? How?
Ooh,
How?
but-
How is this mutually? How? You tell me.
Listen. Because I'm saying sometimes you have to think like the
Mhm.
wolf, right? In order to understand which area the wolf coming from.
Oh
What I'm
my.
saying is, pride will have people thinking. Yeah, that first word, pride.
Mm-hmm.
Pride will have people thinking.
Right.
If I'm in an agreement or
Mhm.
relationship with you, or if I'm one of the bosses on the job,
Mm-hmm.
because I believe that my way will be most beneficial to everyone, I expect y'all to compromise so that things can be done my way. Think of relationship. I expect you to bow out so that we
Mhm.
can do it my way
Mm-hmm.
because I'm thinking of us And I think my way is the better way. And so that is one way the enemy kind of contorts and confuses
Right.
it to make it to a lot of people think they doing the right thing, but it ain't the righteous thing, if that makes sense. So while from your end, this person being completely selfish, in their mind, I got us, baby. I doing this for us. You understand what I'm saying?
I got
it's
you.
mindset.
So I want to know though, how does this person, because let's as you say, let's play advocate. Let's say that this person genuinely wants this decision for
Right.
the greater good of the relationship, and they're really thinking that what I'm thinking is really the best way to go about the
Yeah.
situation, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're not out there saying, "Ooh, let me be vindictive."
Let's
Ooh,
just
let me-"
disregard you.
Yeah, no, I'm really thinking when I sat down and I thought about it that this would be the best interest of us,
Yeah.
right? So now, as the person who is hearing that, how do you adjust your filter, or how do you now say to this person, "Hey, but then consider these things"? Maybe if we go another route, how do you get that person to listen to what you're saying?
Mm. Slap them in.
Because you don't want to be, because I strive and I make a conscious decision every day to not be that woman.
Yeah.
Y'all know which woman I talking about. The
Mhm.
one who could cause somebody live on the corner of a rooftop. I strive not to be her every day. And so sometimes I realize that logic needs to take a front seat versus emotion.
Oh, Jesus.
And so that takes a conscious decision, because our default position is emotion. So yeah, I need to know how do I go about, for the people in the audience, how do I go about getting this person to hear me in this compromise discussion?
Have y'all worked out
me,
mutual submission?
me, how I see it,
Mhm.
and I never been married. I never, I believe in ultimatums.
Ma'am, absolutely not. Come now, Mericha. What?
I'm an extreme person. Can't you see that?
Oh,
I believe.
Wholeheartedly.
ultimatum?
What?
Oh, that's wild.
No, I believe in it. I believe in ultimatums. If you cannot see that what you're doing is harming us more than it's hurting us,
Father God.
make a call. Me or that thing.
Are you serious?
Choose you this day. Jesus gave you an ultimatum.
Wow.
Did he not?
But you ain't Jesus.
Did Jesus not give you an ultimatum? And I can drop the mic right there because I need to go fix some technical difficulties we having on the radio, and y'all keep talking.
Okay. The
Tell me.
concept of
Tell me, Cara.
ultimatums. I hear
Mhm.
you, Mericha, and I'll
Mhm.
raise you one.
Tell-
The concept of ultimatums can be good, and then it can be damaging
Mhm.
to a relationship. Why? Every time you don't get your way, you come with an ultimatum.
That's what I.
Okay,
Something is wrong with that.
when it comes to ultimatum, I believe in boundaries
Mm-hmm.
that should be established prior to.
Let's.
I want to be heard.
Right.
And while you are leading me,
Mm-hmm.
while we are in this together, I don't ever want to feel like I'm just bowing to everything. And whether or not people, we ain't talking about the whole submission and all of that now. We just
Right.
talking about communicating what it is that you want beforehand
Okay.
for as much as you could. Realistically, that ain't gonna ever happen, right? But the thing with ultimatums is you stand if I allow you 2 ultimatums, every time you don't get your way, you coming back with an ultimatum. I have a problem with that.
Ultimatums to me is another form of manipulation.
Woo!
That's a form of manipulation. What are you
Hold on.
doing? What do you mean?
I need 2 sets of earphones in. Hold on. Hold on.
What do you do? What you mean if you don't do this? No, that's
I need
manipulation. Oh my God, Mericha, no. Oh no.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry you feel that way.
Ooh, child.
Ooh.
I am so sorry you feel
So
that way.
are you saying
In the words of Bridgerton, sorrows, prayers, cause boo.
Mericha, you talking about
I'm not talking about constant ultimatums, I'm talking about those ultimate, like those extreme
Okay.
situations. Like I'm not talking about this constant, like, okay, if you don't do this, I go on. No, that's
Okay.
manipulative. That's
Okay.
manipulative.
No,
If we
you said choose either stay me or this thing.
Yeah, no. In the dire
Okay, this is on the extreme
Yeah,
end.
no, this is it.
Okay, so what about those not so extreme ends?
No, you're being manipulative.
Okay, very good. I just want to make sure.
okay. So, but here's the thing. You mean when you say ultimatum, you mean see it my way or do it my way?
Mm-mm.
I mean, no, you can't have your way no more.
No more?
No more.
No, man, Mericha, man. No.
Because if all this time, sorry, I in the wrong place. Cara in the wrong place. If all this time, right, we have been in whatever reality this is, if this a business, if this a relationship, whatever this is, whatever this is. If all this time, both you and I have been in, it's a place of agreement. Let's just call it a place of agreement.
Right.
Mhm.
And I have been the one doing the majority of the bending, and you've just been receiving, been on the receiving end of my bending, then your will has come to an end now. That's my ultimatum. My ultimatum is your will, done. My will be done now.
So when it protects your self-respect, that's non-negotiable.
I can't even call it a matter of self-respect now. The issue is that you're being unfair. This is no longer love. This is no longer love if we're talking about a relationship.
So you just flexing your male muscle.
This is no longer an agreement now. This is no longer a coming together. This is no longer
Dictatorship.
a partnership. What this is communism.
My God.
And so the only thing you're doing is turning it into reverse communism. So
Absolutely.
why can't it be?
Okay, Castro. Come on, Castro.
Call me Castro.
Castro. So why can't it be that stops now? We come together and we do this the right way rather than you don't have no more. Say no more.
I cool with that. I cool with us coming and doing it the right way.
Yes.
However, all of the investments that I have made, I'm going to need a return on my investment, which means if we are coming together and we are establishing compromise, you will have the past where you did not compromise, that needs to be it need to fix. It need to do.
And not just fix, you need it fixed with interest for what
yeah.
you
No, so that means the compromise is you gonna bow for the next 12 things.
Okay, so
you can bow for the next 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 things. You can bow. And then we can start the balancing thing over again. Because what you ain't gonna do is strumbus gigas me.
It's a lot. So at what point? So I always have a question. At what point in this compromise do we need mediation before we get to ultimatum?
Mediation for what?
Because maybe you're saying, I remember somebody told me one time that I speak, the other person speaks in binary and I speak in color. And those two people rarely get on the same page, right? Now, it's not that it can't work, but sometimes you just need an interpreter. Is that warranted for the compromise to work?
I do think that a third party is very beneficial. If I were to say no, that means my job would be obsolete. Because that's what I am. I'm a counselor.
Are you willing, ma'am, Miss Ultimatum Extraordinaire?
Yeah.
Well, look at you.
Yeah. I willing to bring
you.
somebody in to be like, okay, what making sense and what ain't making sense. Absolutely.
Very good.
Absolutely. But I still want the 12. Don't. Yeah. Because I don't compromise 37 times.
Okay.
I want 12. That ain't even half.
I'm
And if you say I being petty, I being petty.
No.
And if you say I counting, I did count.
Yeah,
And if
told
you
me.
say I doing tit for tat, yes,
yeah,
I
you tit
am.
for tatting.
Yes, I am.
you
If
can't
you
say
say I
that.
being shady, I walked underneath the tree to find shade. Absolutely.
You plant one.
I found, I put on the
Mm.
hat. I walked underneath the tree to find shade. Absolutely. I'm going to need some reciprocity. Oh, pay me what you owe me.
We have 2 professional counselors seated around this table. And
And
one
I advocate.
okay.
What?
Now from my
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
from my
Watch out, come with
perspective.
Jesus again.
Advocate,
Watch out,
advocate.
watch out, watch
Come
out.
on,
No,
advocate.
no.
Jesus. What would Jesus do?
Because I'm going to the I'm going. It's always what would Jesus do? I'm
gonna put
going to
under
the
name advocate.
Genesis.
The
Yes.
Genesis. Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
going to the
The
Genesis.
first beginning.
If-
Not the last.
If out the gate a third party is needed, y'all just let that go.
Ora bahande yanda.
Just let that go. If out the
Mama
gate y'all
mando
couldn't
boho.
get
Wow.
on one
One
accord,
page.
let it go.
What a time to be
Alright?
alive.
I could take your money, but I ain't gonna take your money.
What a
Let it go.
time to
There's a
be
difference when there is
alive.
overage, spillage, spillovers.
Now, Cara, let me ask you a question. I can stop you. You say if a third party is needed at the beginning, what do you mean? Because at the beginning, I believe you need a third party. I
No,
believe
I mean
you need counseling before you whatever.
No, I mean y'all
Have an
never
issue.
y'all had a problem establishing what the purpose of the compromise was from the beginning.
Oh, okay. If you needed intervention
You
from the
needed
beginning, that's what you
intervention
mean.
from
Okay.
the not counseling from that
That's
aspect.
just, okay.
Not
but-
preparation, but
No,
intervention.
Intervention.
Got you.
Because
got you.
y'all couldn't get on one accord or one page regarding the purpose.
Got you.
Okay? Because and a lot of people are having blind compromising.
Ooh.
Y'all compromising with no sort of plan to go nowhere.
Jugular.
Okay, for example, if we just riding around the island, we ain't going to the fish fry, we ain't going home, we just riding blindly. What does it matter if you take the highway or the side corners?
The smoothness of the road.
What does it matter? You understand? So
This is what it is for
that's
me.
my
This is me.
Marisha.
The difference between having to replace your shocks and not having to replace your shocks.
Okay, what does it matter if we take Milo Butler or Tony Charlotte? We ain't going nowhere.
We just riding.
So what we rowing for about the route we taking
I
if
see
we
what
have
you're
no
saying. I see what
destination?
you're
Yeah, we
saying.
just riding.
I see what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Sunday drive.
Yeah, just have fun and shut up.
Just enjoy the scenery.
Now you on the phone calling Mericha or Cara and saying
You
he take Milo Butler
You
and it don't make
believe.
sense. Y'all understand where I'm coming from?
Have fun and shut up.
Shut up, have fun and shut up.
But you know,
Unless y'all have a destination.
a lot of women, according to social media,
Because you will always be in a fight if you don't have a destination.
according to social media, though, a lot of women are now realizing the power of shutting up.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes you just have to shut up. And I know that's a
Wow.
hard pill to swallow for a lot of women.
Yes.
Everything does not require a response.
I ain't gonna say shutting up because shutting up to me, it's aggressive. Like someone tell me shut up.
Okay.
But I love
the power
being
of
silent.
silence. There you go.
I love a good silent moment.
Listen, the power in good silence. I wish somebody had told me the power of silence earlier.
I love a good silent moment.
Silence. Woo, listen to me. A weapon like no other. And this is why the Bible says just be still. You don't gotta respond to everything.
No, let me tell you why. For me,
Tell me. She's not convinced.
No, silence. A silence that comes as a result of trust,
Not passive aggressive.
not fair. Not I ain't saying nothing because I fear what can happen or I fear
Right.
manners or nothing. For me, being silent, especially this last year, has taught me to allow my feelings to be a bridge and not a bed. I process more.
Hashtag that. Come on.
I process more.
Mhm.
I do introspection first because if I speak in a moment of anger or frustration, I'm putting it on you, what you did, not why I feel the way I feel. And so it's taught me a lot and it's helped me to be in just a better, more.
What's the purpose of the silence?
For me, and let me put it this way. I think
I would know.
silence allows you.
What's the point?
The point is to process the thoughts. Okay, for example,
The silence is to process the thought.
so let me tell you.
The silence for you?
The silence for me and the silence for them, because you know what? When you say things that you can, I don't care how much you apologize, you cannot take it back.
Indeed.
You cannot unsqueeze the toothpaste.
Right.
Once it's out of the tube, it's out of the tube, and it doesn't matter how much you
You
apologize.
can't put the toothpaste back in the tube.
Unsqueeze the toothpaste.
That's really good.
So
That's
no
good.
matter how much you apologize to that person, in the back of their mind, they're always going to remember the time that you said what you said.
Okay.
And so that kind of damage is you cannot repair it.
Okay.
And so sometimes for me, I take a moment of silence to process. Now, Raquel, and I always take introspection. What could you have done differently in this situation to make the outcome different? I never really worry about what the other person has done and what the other person could have done, because I can't control them.
Yeah.
So
That's David.
silence
Mhm.
is for us to think of healthier responses. See,
Godly ones too.
I have to be this person. Okay.
I love it.
I'm
That's
going to
good.
have to be this person.
Come
What you got? What you
Come
got?
on.
And the person that I'm going to have to be is to tell my girlfriends, stop using silence to manipulate.
Now that's a different.
That's
a
different,
different
yeah.
ball game.
But
That's why I said not passive aggressive.
no, I'm not even talking about passive aggressive silence.
Mm.
I'm talking about I ain't even bothering to have this conversation with you.
Oh no, that's
more
childish.
silence.
That's childish. Not that.
Mm.
Not in that way.
You understand where I'm coming
Yeah.
from?
Yeah.
But not that.
And if we tell the truth,
Mm-hmm.
the majority of us within our agreements, that's what we're going to call it.
Yeah,
we're going to
yeah,
call it
yeah.
agreements.
All right.
Within our agreements are choosing silence as a weapon, not as a bridge. We are using silence as a gun. I'm going to get my way. And I'm going to get my way by shutting down on you. And that's why I say we have to be careful as we can't just say, I'm going to choose to be silent. No, because
my silence come with a prerequisite though. It's a give me a moment. Let me process this. And then can we come back and discuss it later?
I agree with you on that totally 100%. However,
Mhm.
if your silence in that moment is going to make the other person feel as though they're being shut out, they are being
No.
neglected,
Yeah.
that they're not a priority, that your feelings have changed, that the agreement is not the same, I think that's where we have to question the posture. You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think you communicate that though. Again, what kind of relationship do you have with this person?
I think we're on 3 different wavelengths of silence. Yeah.
Let's narrow it down.
Yeah, where I was reached was silence as a result of it's not pressing for me to answer you right now because number one, I might say something or do something that
Mhm,
I regret
mhm.
later.
Mhm.
Also,
Mhm.
to like I say, because this was a personal thing. Not
Mhm.
everything someone does or says is about me at the core.
Just about me.
All right,
Don't
It's
do
about
that
me
to
at
me.
the core.
Just about me.
No, that's why I said we on 3 totally
Just
different
about me.
wavelengths of silence. And so
I'm sorry. I told y'all who I was gonna be today. I told y'all who I was
and
gonna
that's
be.
fine. Someone got to be advocate. But there is silence that comes as a result, like you say, of manipulation because you don't get your way. I just can call that being childish.
You are being
But there
childish.
is another level of silence that comes as a result of wisdom.
Come on. Wisdom says, don't answer this right now.
And there is a silence where you just don't earn the right to speak because you are conflicted inside with whether or not you wrong or right.
I'm gonna make that compromise though. So what I can do is I can talk, and you can hear what I have to say.
So what's the difference between
I told y'all who I was gonna be today
Mericha?
because
a part of this whole compromising issue here is that you never let me voice my opinion. You never let me say what's on my mind. A part of this whole problem, this whole situation is right now is you keep silencing my voice.
Wow.
Oh, that's
You
fair.
telling me,
Yeah.
you
That's
telling me
different.
I can't have no say, I can't contribute, I can't do this, I can't do that. Da, 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 da. Everything is you. So no,
So
I
that's
I
not
am
my
no
choice.
longer going to be silent. I'm opening my mouth and I'm saying what I want now. You gonna have to listen to it, and you gonna have to take it
Here's
on the rocks.
That is shut up.
no,
That's
but
the
here's
difference.
the reality though, and you can say all of the things that you want to say, and I promise you, most men stop listening, so he ain't even hear you.
We talking men or general? Because these answers could vary.
General, because I can tell you certain things, certain trigger words for me. I stop listening. I stone right out.
Oh, let's see. Okay.
Check right out.
Man.
That's what you're running on with.
I don't like the notion of everything being, well, my power is taken. Silence for me is me taking my power.
I see where you're coming
Being
from.
shut up is you taking my power.
Right.
And that's the, for me, the difference between healthy and unhealthy compromise. I feel as though healthy compromise allows you to choose your response. Unhealthy compromise forces you into a response that you don't want.
Yes.
Or if I were to word it like how I would word counseling, healthy compromise forces you into a response, where unhealthy compromise forces you into a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to react.
And we don't want a reaction.
No.
But alongside that, I think my difficulty in having an appreciation for silence for the sake of this conversation. Again, I don't want y'all online to think that the positions that we take represent our truth. We position ourselves to have a conversation, okay? I need everybody to understand that, to make that clear. So you understand that I ain't being petty and throwing temper tantrums because this is actually my perspective. I'm making sure that we present all sides of the argument and that all opinions are voiced in this conversation, because we can't just sit on the radio all day and agree. That don't make no sense.
No.
So I think for me, while we will have to agree with Cara and say, yes, there is a wisdom, there is an ownership, there is a strength that is attached to the decision that I make to be careful with my words. I would say sometimes, especially if you have always been that person who's careful, if you've always been that person who thoughtful, intentional, a good freak out is what they need.
Every now and then.
Every now and then.
Do you say you got to lose your mind one time?
And I know you could say no, Cara. I know you could say no.
No, only because of previous issues with wrath. I don't want to get there.
Like, no, I gonna have to freak out on you, babe. Because the problem is my compromise has been calm. Okay, no problem. I've been all right. Okay, sweetie.
Freak out.
Okay, no problem. Like I got to say, okay, enough now. Enough of this.
I wish I had a male perspective.
Let me show you something.
I sick of this.
Wait.
I have a theory.
Because I believe freakouts are necessary for pivots. This is just me presenting another point of view, people. Listen.
And
you understand where I come from.
Here's why I'm going to agree with you.
Sometimes you have to blow the roof. Sometimes a hurricane need to come and the roof have to go.
Here's why I'm going to agree with you.
And it causes you to pivot. And y'all ain't want to agree with me.
No, I go agree with you because I remember being in a situation where someone did something to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was devastated to the point of crying every day for weeks, right? Because I took what they did so calmly, right? I was so, okay, let's talk about this. Let's work through it. And you know what a man told me? He said, well, if you would have freak out and slashy ties and break up with this guy, you always could have been married. But you was too decent. You was too nice. And I was like,
Jesus.
what?
Over Lazarus' grave.
Raquel,
I was just telling you what the man said to me. I don't know how true it is. 'Cause
prophetess Raquel,
I only telling you what he told me.
Pastor Mericha.
Mother sick.
Hold on. Okay, this is where I just have one more thing to say, and then I can be quiet until we done.
You'll be silent.
I can be silent. Okay.
You are not going to be silent.
With regards to I think it depends on. I looking at the roof because I can't look at yours. I think here's my thing. Here's my thing about this whole situation of compromise and unhealthy and unhealthy.
Right.
For me, anytime I have to get out of character,
Say that. Oh, it's a
To-
problem.
prove my side or prove a point or get through to you, one, that ain't where I need to be, because the whole thing about compromise and me and you having a solidified plan,
Mighty God.
it should never, compromise should never take me back to what was or who I was. And so
That sounds so safe.
if I have to, if I have to freak out on you,
Right.
you have taken me back to a place that I have
been
already
delivered from.
been delivered from.
Mighty God.
And I don't think my person in anything, Mericha, you and I have been friends for years. We have not agreed on
A whole lot
everything.
of things. Yeah.
There were times when you would call me and I'd say, nah, Mericha,
Yeah.
you're wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. But it was never,
need that
no
person.
disagreement, no type of compromise ever came to the place where you or I ever had to get out of character.
No.
That's unhealthy.
I agree with you.
From I have to freak out on you, I lose.
That's all I'm saying.
And you ain't taking my power.
Jody says, does compromise mean that you don't air your concerns? Blowing up sounds like you've been in an unhealthy compromise. I agree with you, Cara. I do believe that there is a level of healthy in relationships where one's feelings should be able to be communicated, where you don't have to step outside of your character. However, if you are already in a situation where you are being manipulated, do you really think your concerns are going to be heard unless you freak out?
Then
You need to get out
for
of the
you.
situation.
Yeah.
Witchcraft. Wizardry.
You need to
Soothsaying.
leave.
Warlock.
Yes. Suffer
and-
them not to live.
Oh, you need to leave, ma'am.
But I'm saying this because y'all, like, we have to be real in this. A lot of our sisters are in this reality. A lot of our sisters are facing this where they've been silenced, whether it's on their job, whether it's in their
That happening a lot
marriage. It's happening a lot on our jobs.
a lot.
Whether it's happening in their marriage, whether it's happening in their family, like in their relationships with parents and with siblings and things like that. Like, a lot of us are facing these sometimes what seems insurmountable hurdles, in that no matter what it is that I do that's right, I'm still not being understood. I'm still not being heard.
My God.
And I feel like we don't give our girlfriends almost the affirmation that, like, hey, I understand where you coming from, because you really trying your best to not freak out. Like, you really are, like, you holding it together. You trying to be that, like you say, not the woman on the roof.
On the rooftop.
On the rooftop. To cause the man to be on the rooftop. And a lot of times we are doing the right thing. We are doing the right thing, and we are doing the right thing, and we swallowing, and we doing the right thing, and we swallowing, and we doing the right thing, and then we swallow, and we do the right thing, and we swallow, and we do the right thing, and we swallow, and one day we vomit. Because Cara's usually be the one to use Jesus. Let me use Jesus. Let me use Jesus. Because even Jesus in human flesh came to a point where he could not take anymore.
They say pressure burst pipe.
where he could not take anymore. And while it wasn't necessarily a moment that pulled him out of character, desperation showed up. And desperation showed up twice. The first time desperation showed up, he started to cry blood. The second time desperation showed up, he was like, God, you turn your back on me? What? Him having full knowledge of what was about to take place, he still had to shift his posture. So hear me when I say this. I believe that sometimes freaking out is not a denying of my character, it's a shifting of my posture. You need to hear me. You need to hear me. Or actually, no, I need to know you hear me. That's what I'm saying. I'm not denying the fact that we don't need to be freaking out and all of that. Like, listen to me. I'm not denying the reality that I could be in a situation where someone keeps pushing me, and I'm being silenced. And then I have to become this person that I'm not. That's an unhealthy situation. I'm talking about like having full knowledge of everything, understanding the reality, and I'm not being heard. So I am going to posture myself differently because you need to hear me. And if I posture myself differently in this moment and you don't hear me, then I know I have to walk away now.
Yeah, I have a decision to make.
I have to, because I'm not doing things the way that I usually do. And me posturing myself differently is not a denial or a misidentification. I'm not stepping outside of my character. I'm simply realizing that serving the food hot ain't working no more. I got to serve the food lukewarm. You need to see something's wrong. You need to be able to identify that the food cannot be hot. Something about the situation has to change drastically in order for you to hear me, because obviously my little subtle, I really struggling with this. And man, like, remember the other day I said to you voice. and I was, man, baby, you, and when we agreed to this, this was how we first established the company and da 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 da. And when I first signed up for this position and when I got this promotion, you writing the email, you writing the letter, you having the calm conversation, you sending the text message, you sending the voice note with the nice calm voice, and you're not getting movement. You're not getting change. You're not getting transformation. When I am struggling with the fact that I'm believing God for something, there is a woman in the book of Luke 18 who went before an unjust judge and she nagged him. She changed her posture when she did not get what she wanted. I changed in my posture. And I refuse to go back to my old posture until I get what I want. I'm just saying, because being, and get me the compromise that I needed. You still think your way or the highway. You still think your will be done. Your kingdom come in the earth as it is in heaven. And you are not God.
I just have one question. Is it designed for you to get your way though? Or to get what you want?
I think it depends. I think it depends on what this thing is, right? And we were supposed to create a scenario. Remember when we first came in, we were supposed to create a scenario. We didn't create a scenario. I think we say this all the time, that it's impossible to make all of these like big bold statements unless we have like a basis. And so if we go back to our scenario with the positioning, with the business, with the job, right?
Okay.
Let's say, okay, you took the advice of everybody and you take the job, knowing what the limits are.
This is a job with no benefits?
Just a job with no benefits. However, remember,
the freedom attached to this job is your ability to develop your own brand outside of the company, right? You get the pay, but you don't get the benefits. So the pay puts you in a position financially where you can seek out in other places your health insurance, your blah, 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 la, 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 la. But you have to physically go do this work, right? That's what it is. You have to go do the work to get these things, right? You have now been on this job now, let's say 7 years. Let's say 7 years, you decided, you said you was in this position. It's now year 7. One of the promises that came attached to year 7 was that, okay, year 5 was that your salary would be increased such and such and such. And the company is going to make you executive vice president or something. Okay. This is what we're working towards. So the agreement, the reason that you signed up for this position is because you knew that year 5 partnership was on the table.
Getting something of the deal.
You're going to get something of the deal. Now, when you step into partnership, you know that you could actually impact policy.
Yeah.
You can have influence on the way the company is run. So you realize that you could wait out this 5 years where you're subject to policy, because in year 5, you will be able to change and create policy. You are now in year 7, heading towards year 8. And you like, let's have a conversation about what year 5 was supposed to look like.
Why this conversation was not done?
Because so let's say
Grace.
Let's say we gave Grace.
Grace?
Yes, Grace.
See?
Grace.
See?
Grace?
See?
No, we contracted now. This is no. Oh, great. No, ma'am.
Yes, you have to give Grace.
You
Grace
have to
for
give
what?
Grace.
This in the contract. This in black and white. You promised me year 5.
Yeah.
So we need a conversation. Grace
Exactly.
Grace and all that.
Exactly.
We having a conversation in year 5.
Exactly. We give
Don't
Grace.
Give 2 years.
So we give Grace.
No,
We give Grace. We going into the 3rd year of Grace.
Ooh, child.
Number 8, eh? And 8 is the year of Grace.
Yeah, my God.
We going into the 3rd year. Year 8. We doing into the 3rd year of Grace. And you go and you have the quiet conversation again. You know, I've been very gracious, and you know, we said da, 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 da.
I see where you're going with this.
You see where you're going with this?
And
you still say, yeah, you know, let's table that for the next meeting.
We
ain't tabling that for no other meeting.
You run 3 years behind. Absolutely not.
And me responding in that way, like changing the decibel of my voice, that's not me stepping out of character.
At least 4 octaves.
No. That's me saying, nah, Come, sir, ma'am. Please, sir.
Absolutely not.
Please, ma'am. What you are now is a liar.
Yeah, you could do that because you have ownership through contract.
Yeah. No.
Do you not have ownership through contract when you get married? No way.
You talking about marriage now?
Apparently, it's conflated.
Yay.
I thought we was generalizing compromise.
Yay.
Yeah, so we trying to show you how it could apply.
So you would, okay, this is what we were saying earlier though. I was saying earlier.
I was given a situation so we could apply.
Yeah, across the board.
Across the board. Yeah.
Okay, via marriage, and there were some contractual things or discussions.
I have to give grace.
No, you could give grace, but then after so long of allowing grace to ride, is that settling?
I think so. Again, though, you know my thing about settling.
Cara doing this the whole show, babe. Just shutting us up.
We going back to the standard, though.
It ain't good.
We're going back to the standard. If I entered this contract knowing that in year 5, this is what I was guaranteed or this is what I was promised, I don't feel I need to give you 3 years extra grace for something that you contractually said you would give me in year 5.
So don't consider your situation. Don't consider your circumstances.
No,
don't consider the things that could have gone wrong in the 5 years that would have made it hard for you to make this decision.
Then the onus was on you to come to me and have a conversation actually.
I don't want us mix up what grace is. You don't deserve the grace, but you get it.
Oh my God.
Jody
No,
say, yeah, it's what you tolerate.
Now, Cara, you know we mean that.
Yeah, no, but you saying, oh, no, I get it.
I hearing what you saying though.
Okay.
I got you.
She's
That's
right
a
though.
beauty.
I got you. I got you.
She's right though.
Okay.
No though.
She's right.
So why you don't even come and say, you won't even say nothing?
Mm.
Babe. You got to say something.
We gotta go. We gotta go. Ladies, we put a mirror in front of you today. The mirror in front of you today. We tried to create enough scenarios, enough things to get you to look at what it is that you're going through and ask yourself, in that argument, in that agreement, in that disagreement, in that relationship, on your job, in your marriage, when it comes to your family, when it comes to your in-laws, when it comes to your sisters, your brothers, your mommy, your daddy, did you settle? Or did you compromise?
Or were you desperate?
Were you so desperate that you was like, yeah.
Going in this pig
I
pen.
have one more question. Does there always need to be a second person or party for there to be unhealthy compromise?
Oh, absolutely not.
Or do we do it with ourselves?
Absolutely do it ourselves.
Absolutely. It begins with us. The act of compromising and settling begins with us, because we can't expect someone else to hold up our standard.
Cannot.
That's not realistic. We can't expect somebody else to. You're not gonna get someone to maintain the standard you set. That's your job. It's your job. It's your job to maintain your standard. I'm not gonna maintain your standard for you.
All my life.
Shiver me timbers.
All my life.
That's not my responsibility. You can start my standard. You set that standard. That's your policy. And I must uphold your policy that you don't uphold.
And conditions.
Yeah, like I understand. Like, no.
Not even enforcing it. This is
No,
powerful.
that's on you. And so we've done our best today to put a mirror in front of all of us, because as we are discussing and having this conversation, I can speak for myself, and I know these two ladies well enough sitting next to me that they looking at some things in their life right now and being like, mother sick. Amen. So ask yourself, as we are asking ourselves, did I settle? Was I desperate? Did I compromise? Am I living in a compromise? Or am I living in a desperate place? Am I living in a place where I have settled? Like, have I just settled to be like, okay, this is what it's going to be? Am I working in that kind of environment? Am I just existing? I think it's so important that we not only answer these questions, but after we have answered the question, then we interrogate again. So after you've realized what the answer to this first question is, what are you going to do about it?
Can I just say that settling also looks like I just don't want to be bothered.
It's apathy.
I'm just
And
not
we have to
gonna-
be careful.
Yeah.
We have to be careful with apathy. We don't say this a lot. As women, it's very easy for us to slide into that apathetic place.
Yes.
It's very
I
easy.
tabernacle there for a bit, so I know.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
very easy to just be like, all right, cool.
Bet. Like the young people
And-
say.
And it's one of those things that I don't think men understand about us, because they say we're emotional, but they have no idea how easy it is for us to completely shut down and disconnect and be like, okay, well then you get no emotion out of me. You get nothing. Ladies, let's be careful of that. Because once apathy gets in the door, I liken it to the passage of scripture, I think it's in the book of James, that says, where there is envy and strife, there is every evil work. Listen to me. Any sin opens the door to every sin.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
that's how apathy functions.
That is good.
Apathy will get into one area of your life, and then it will seep over into other areas. It'll just spill over. Just all of a sudden, you realize you being apathetic toward yourself. Next thing you know, you ain't care what God say. And the apathy started on your job. The apathy ain't even started in your marriage. It started on your job. Next thing you know, you ain't even checking for God. You just feel like, whatever, you do what you want to do.
The motion.
Going through the motions. So let's be intentional as we put the mirror in front of us to make some calls. I think you have gotten enough difference of opinion today to make healthy decisions. What all of us had to say today was so necessary. The way Raquel gut punched us at the beginning of this
Oh my
show.
God.
Are you silently just
Self-sabotage.
self-sabotaging? Cara said it. Are you stepping out of character? We made fun of her, but for real, what would Jesus do in this situation? What would he do? And are you reflecting him? Are you reflecting him? And then my question to you is, are you going to be a doormat for the rest of your days? Are you just gonna let that dude brush his foot on you? Cool. All right. I just had to say it. Because I ain't no mat. I ain't no doormat. No, you not. You don't gonna clean your shoe on me. You just ain't gonna walk on me and then keep it moving.
That's your satchel.
No, and you like we have to be real here. Because in order to get the dirt off the mat, you're gonna have to pick it up and shake it out. Yeah. So sometimes you gotta shake things up a little bit.
Keep it guessing.
I just believe it. I just believe that there should be one day when your husband come home and be like, who is this woman? Even if it's because you change your hair.
Mericha, I know we gotta go, but I just,
you have to go.
Yeah, I know I have to go, but Lord forgive me.
Because you know I want to get an opinion on that.
Yeah,
By the way, your mommy say, Cara, ain't no son in there.
Oh Lord, love you, mommy. You brought up a point about where the place Jesus was at, where he had to change his posture and was gone. And he did that, and I can leave y'all with this. Knowing the circumstance and the situation wouldn't change.
You didn't go.
You go now?
All my days.
I'm sick of Cara. Are you so sick of Cara?
I'm just saying. But okay.
I see you. Tired of this, Grandpa.
I am so
Tired of this, Grandpa.
sick of Shakara dude. Thirsted.
Oh.
Anyway, Raquel, tell the people we're coming up on the 17th because I can't even close the show no more. Cara just
Oh my
I can
God.
mute my mic.
On the 17th of November, we have girl math. You know, the math ain't mathing no more, but we've been justifying these bad decisions since Genesis, i.e. the garden. So you don't want to miss that conversation next week. Please share the link. Please tell your friends that, Girl Talk is on. And then on the 1st of December, how is it almost December already? I don't understand what's happening here. I cannot wait for this particular one.
What today is?
Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
It's the 10th.
Girl, slow down. The 17th and then the 24th. Don't go to December 1st yet. You cost me freak out. I was like, what? I've reached there already.
That's
The 17th.
So the 17th. You can see that Mericha had to make it bigger.
Oh, it's the same thing, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I have it wrong. Okay.
Oh,
We having a show. We having a show.
The two have the same.
That's why
I thought I fixed it.
Okay, very good. So
I
what do you
thought I
mean?
fixed it. It was
That
me.
might be prophetic. The show might spill over for another week.
We'll see. We'll see how the thing go.
Girl math.
We'll see how the thing go.
Nothing.
But for sure, on the 17th, we talking about girl math. That's for sure. I have to fix that.
Okay, very good.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great show. You want to keep it locked into Glory 93.9 FM. We have lots of great shows. Everybody's back, and everybody's back in action and back into the swing of things. So tomorrow, in the middle of silly season, the guys are back with barbershop talk, and they've been talking politics, and the conversation has been hot. The tea has been burling. So you definitely don't want to miss that. And then, of course, Delton and Vera came back on Saturday. It was a little short show. So I hope, it's a little bit longer next week, Saturday, with that Good Morning Tea on Saturdays with Delton and Vera. So you want to stay tuned for that, of course. And the shift with Joy Nay every weekday from 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. It's your favorite girlfriends. We have to get up out of here. It's been 2 hours on the dot. It's been amazing. You have been a great audience, but we got to get up on out here. Have a great, 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 great Monday.
Bye.
Hey girl, let's talk. Tell me why you're so stressed.
It's a state of not being sexually active or getting married. Can I get an amen as a church?
Amen. Me, you have a true.
Every bad thing that has happened in your life, you need to get over it. And this is me telling you, if you don't remember nothing else, the cycle has to be broken. And not only that, just because mommy and daddy and Grammy and great Grammy and all these other people dealt with it, that doesn't mean that you have to tolerate it. It doesn't mean that you have to live and your children have to live in that cycle.
Hey girl, let's talk. Tell me
Not lie to yourself and say that you are guarding your heart when the only thing you're doing is laying brick over brick over brick and building a wall.
Cause I'm just like you. I feel what you're going through. There's so much inside of